Isekai, harem, action in a magical medieval world with emptied character. The Yami healer in question in this fake isekai is a standard fake anti-hero, way more powerful than expected, but hollowed out so the spectator can insert himself, and of course, full of waifus, whose design I'd say is good. I wouldn't say wonderful, but with interesting choices. The grimaces on the lizard woman, the ghost scholar, the teeth and ears on the ogre, the bestial not having fur just all over to pretend it's just like skin with extra steps. On the other hand, nothing stands out enough to be that memorable. Those scales look more like kind of faded tattoos than sturdy parts. The anime seems to know the product isn't just being wedge of life, but the harem fantasy more than being powerful. So much so, half the episode is at his house, where the elf cooks, the waifus gather, and the ghost scares them until they go get more ingredients, so they can all have dinner together at the end of the episode. Their attitudes are less than perfect, even if with really good voice acting. Our anti-hero even kinda has something of a personality, not wanting to help a nobleman and saving his slave, Rabbit, Fennec? Hers, ironically, is the only one that seems better, being grateful and even giving out how she feels, while the main guy stupidly makes her take her clothes off to see her belly. Because they wanted him to be like a doctor. Doctors ask you to undress for no reason.
In prison?
The structure also gets some work, such as the main guy seeing a jar of leaves almost empty, finding more, and the jar being full at the end. You can see clearly how they wanted it to work, especially with the elf making tea to start the day and making sure to make more to close the story. It's just the execution. Does it look like this is the same plant? In the jar at the end of the episode, they look the same, but they really don't in the wild. And nothing points at him doing it for the elf or for liking the mundane life, which I imagine was the implication they wanted. All we needed was him leaving the house visit, we don't see him do, and saying something like, "They said it was this way." The nobleman throws his slave on a tombstone and frees an energy they'll call a ghost, and she's possessed. But why would a nobleman need to dig a grave? The healer is going to heal her and take the spirits that'll barely be seen, and then disappear by the same light. So healing kills the ghost? Is it like healing a zombie causing damage to it? The details are a bit thrown in once in a while, but it's pretty tolerable. Some jokes, between quotes, turn pretty weak for being poorly done. Like the sequence where the elf always shows by the door, the ogre breaking the door like Mashal, and these two's rivalry that pops out of nowhere when we don't even know where in the room they'd be. In fact, the catwolf is startled by the first one after calmly going in and placing herself strategically to fit in the camera. And of course, it's always good to see the elf wants to marry the guy, but she's the only one who takes that seriously. The waifus and the main guy don't seem to. Yes, I know I shouldn't need to point out that this is normal, but yes, I still need to point it's an elf, not a yandere elf. Less than perfect, but it ended up enjoyable. Please don't you forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Yeah.